attention. It's happening right here on X, all over the place. And it's not just the left, it's the left and right. It's the military industrial complex. They're the ones. So,
We promise you that we're not trying to point this out because we think we're above you. We actually we do truly believe that the left is taken advantage of through their emotional responses by their leaders. I truly believe that. And we don't want to have to respond again to something that starts from, you know, a lot of it is lies. I don't, I honestly haven't dug into most of the LA riots and the families that they're saying are being split up because I feel like it's just endless. They're gonna use this one family and their story. They're gonna play on people's empathy. They're gonna get them to be mad because somebody's being wronged, and then they're gonna try to get them in the streets and enrage everybody. Then the conservatives that are sitting at home start screaming at their TV, saying, "Oh, they're burning our cities again," and then they're gonna want to get off their couch. And then they go to Walmart and yell at some random person that has nothing to do with it, and it just creates just more argument. Like I really stop clicking the headlines of the LA riots. I bet these protests would stop if all of us just ignored every single article that's written about them and every single video that came out. I guarantee you that their plan would change. I think we determine the outcome by what we click on, what we put our energy into. I truly believe that. These advertisers are not going to keep funding these protests because they're not going to have the money from what we click on. That's literally, we're funding the whole their whole plan by paying attention to it. And the advertiser money pours in. Now they have more money to dump back in to pay some guy to drop off some bricks in Seattle on Tuesday, and it just gets funneled back over and over. They're trying to get us to hate each other again. We have to just step back and look at it and think about it instead of emotionally responding. I mean, I got caught into a lot of that from responding from by the window, seeing it was like broken right in front of me while my emotional state was so heightened. So like we got to be careful with what we start. Like nobody really was arguing before the riots. Now if there's there's way more arguing since the riots started between the left and the right. Think about that. They know how human like behavior works. They have behavioral scientists that they know how economics works. They know what's going to piss us off and make us hate each other. I promise you that we're not trying to tell you that you're dumb because you don't see it. Like we don't think you're dumb. We think the left is actually very smart, smart enough to plan this shit, like to plan all these,
I think they're
you know.
pretty dumb.
We don't think you guys are stupid. We just are. We actually think that you have a lot of compassion and empathy for people, and that's probably why you respond to these events like this. Is because you hear a story about somebody and maybe it reminds you of something that happened to you or somebody you know, but just please this time don't let them turn that anger into against Donald Trump. It's just, oh, it's his fault always. I got to be angry at that man because that's who's doing it. That's what the whole no kings thing is. It's like just from my little bit of research just in the last 30 minutes about it, I can already tell it. They're trying to make you hate Trump again.
Andrew, can we get moving? It's 1:23. You're
What
like really going. You're like really going. Can we get moving, please?
moving into what?
Like to the hands. I mean, you're just really going, and I know you have a lot to say,
it's
but it's
just
really late.
I'm sorry. Did you have a host under your name?
No, but I've had a hand up.
I don't want to go at a pace that's not acceptable to Lori.
I wish you'd learn that.
But sure, Lori, we can get moving. I guess what I'm saying might bore you enough, but
Perhaps because I've heard it how many times? Maybe
I
that's
think you need to start considering it. You got to stop letting them get you so enraged, Lori.
Hey,
Please.
and Andrew, can I just say, listen, I would ask everybody to go and research active measures and read Rules for Radicals again, because I think if you read it in light of everything that's happened since J6, a lot of things will become more clear that all of us are being preyed upon. Active measures affects both the left and the right, and Rules
Hmm.
for Radicals was designed by the left to incite the left against the right. And if you read those, if you just study active measures and you study Rules for Radicals, you'll see very clearly that these are psychological warfare weapons that have
Hmm.
now metastasized, and they're being used by people all around the world, including NGOs and political officials and everybody against
There's a
us.
reason. There's a reason our grandparents told us to turn off the TV.
Correct.
We're watching it. I don't know who had their hand up first. Um, you guys flip a coin, take turns. Bootlegger and Wrath.
I think it was Wrath.
All right. See what a gentleman thing to do, Wrath. Now you can't yell at him.
It's actually Lori. Where'd she go? She gave up on you.
Lori got angry with me because I was taking too long. She wanted me to hurry up, then she left. What the hell? Um, I probably got another 15 minutes in me.